Hi everybody. Okay, so today I want to talk about the vowels. In Hebrew, the vowels are called Nikud. And the actual dots that are under or above the letters, those are called Nekudot. I underline the dot because this is like dots, Nekudot. Okay, so there are 5 basic vowels in Hebrew that corresponds to A, E, I, O, and U, like English vowels. For each letter, there's 2 ways of writing them. We're going to go through them, and then afterwards we're going to insert letters into each, wherever it says X, we're going to put letters instead, so we could know the way it sounds with letters. So let's go a little bit into depth into what each vowel sound like. So the beginning, we have A, the sounds that makes A. There's 2 ways of writing them. One is like this, with like a line and a line under, which looks like a upside down a plus symbol, and then we have just a line. By the way, wherever you see an X, that's going to be a letter afterwards. So I wrote a X because it's a blank place for now. So this is called kamatz, and this is called patach. I underlined the ka and the pa because if you remember the names of the Nikud, then you're going to know what kind of sound it makes, because the name of it represents what it sounds like. So A is like kamatz, A is like patach, patach is like A, and kamatz is like A. Next we have E, but in Hebrew we pronounce it E. So there's 2 versions. One is 2 dots, and one is 3 dots, as you could see. So this 2 dots is called tse re, and the sound that it makes, it's e. Same thing here, the 3 dots under, it's called se gol, the sound that makes is e. Same thing. Okay, next we have the I, or either E, because the sound that this makes is E. So the name of this dots is called chirik, and the sound that it makes is E. So it's either I or E. So it's either a letter and then a dot under, E, or you have another version, and that is to put the letter here, put the dot, and then put the letter Yud after that letter. That's going to make an E sound. Okay, next we have O, letter O. So this dots, this Nikud is called cholam, and the sound that this makes is O, cholam. Okay, so we have a letter here, and then we have a dot that goes on the left side of the letter. That's going to make a sound like O. Or the other version is to have a letter, and then we have a vav letter with a dot on top. That's going to make an O. And lastly, we have the U. So there's 2 versions. One is 3 dots going down. This is going diagonally down. This is called boots, and the sound that it makes is U. And last but not least is a letter, and then you have a vav and a dot next to it. This is a dot on top of the vav. This is a dot next to the vav. So we have a letter, we have a vav letter, and then a dot. This is called shuruk. So let's have some examples. Okay, let's look at some examples. Before we look into the examples, let's look at the letters that I have here, so you'll know which the letter, what kind of a sound does it make. So we have 4 letters here. I picked random letters. So we have this letter is bet, which makes the sound of B. This letter is Daled, makes the sound of D. This letter is Nun, and makes the sound of N. And this letter is P, and it makes the sound, of P. Okay, so we have here the 5 vowels. So let's look at the first vowel, which is A, which is A. So we have the 2 versions here that I told you about. There's 2 ways to write it. One is kamatz, which is this one, and one is patach, which is this one. Okay, so let's look at the letters. So let's start with the B, bet. B, bet, with a kamatz under, is ba. Daled, which is a D with kamatz under, is da. Nun, which is an N with a kamatz under, is na. Pei with a kamatz under is pa. So same thing is here with the patach. It's the same sound. So it's ba, da, na, pa. Okay, moving forward to e. So the second vowel is e, which is e. So we have two versions. One version is 2 dots, which is called tsere. And the other, which is 3 dots, is called segol. E. So bet, which is a B with tsere, is be. Daled, which is a D with 2 dots, is de. Nun, which is N with 2 dots, is ne. And pei, which is a P with 2 dots, is pe. So let's practice. Be, de, ne, pe. Okay, moving forward to I or E. So we have a dot, one version, which is a dot under, or the other version is the letter with a dot under, and then letter yud going after the word, the letter, sorry. So we have a bet with a dot under, which is a B, B. Daled with a dot under, which is a D. Nun with a dot under, which is ni. And then pei with a letter under, which is P. So the second version is B, D, ni, P. All right, the next vowel is O. So we have two versions for the O. Either, let me make an X here so it's going to be more visible. I'm supposed to make the X more to the side. So either to make the dot on top of the letter on the left side, this is not correct. So it's supposed to look like this. Scratch this out. So either like this with a dot on top on the side, or you have an option to write the letter and then write the letter vav after and then a dot on the top. So let's look at this. Bet with a dot on the top on the left is bo. Daled, which is a D with a dot on top, is do. Nun with a dot on top is no. P with a dot on top is po. Okay, and then we have the other version is bo, do, no, po. Okay, and last is U, letter U. And the two versions are either 3 dots going down or a letter and then the letter vav and then a dot to the side. Don't confuse this with a dot on the top. This is dot on top is O. Dot on the side of it is U. Okay, so bet with, this is called kubutz. So bet with kubutz is bu. Daled with kubutz is du. Nun with kibbutz is nu. Pei with kibbutz is pu. So same thing is here. Bet, and then you have a vav and a dot on the side. Bu, daled, du. Nun, nu. Pei, pu. So quick recap. Ba, be, bi, bo, bu. And then daled, da, de, di, do, do. And then nun, na, ne, ni, no, nu. And lastly, pei is pa, pe, pi, po, pu. Okay, so I have here an exercise for 5 words, so I want to do it with you together. If you want, you could pause and then try to figure out it on your own. Okay, so let's have first the letters that we're using, so you'll know how to figure these out. Okay, so we have first the bet, which is ba, daled, which is da, nun, which is n, And we have, basically if a word ends with the letter nun, it's not going to show up like in this form, it's going to show up in this form. And same thing goes for M, which is mem. If the word ends with this letter, mem, it's going to show this form, not this form. And then we have the letters vav and the letter yud. They're both could be as letters, and it could be used as a vowel. So remember I told you the vav, this is vav, and this is yud. If you put the vav over here after a word, it becomes, and a dot on top, it becomes like o. And if you put a vav after a letter, and then you put a dot on the side, it's going to be bu. Same thing for yud. Yud is the small letter. If you put it after a letter, and then you put a little dot here, it's going to be e. So the letters vav and yud are both, it could be used as a vowel or it could be used as a letter. Okay, so let's have some exercises. All right, so the first letter, first word, the first letter is, let's look here, bet is B. Now under the bet we have this symbol. Let's look at our paper. This is kamatz. Kamatz is A. So we have the letter B, bet, with kamatz, which is going to be ba. Ba. Let's look at the next letter. Next letter is nun. Nun is N. N is like N, and then we have the vowel under is the same thing as the B, is kamatz. Kamatz is A. So we have N and then A. So N-A is na. Next letter is N again. And the vowel under is kamatz. Kamatz makes A. So we have N and then A. And then the last letter is Hey. I didn't write it here. A is like H, or like A, or like H, Ha, or A. So it's either you could leave it silent, like H, or just ignore it. This is like a form of like ending the letter, the word, sorry. So we have here banana. Banana, which you guessed is banana. Very good. Moving forward, okay, so we have this letter, which is D, which is Dalet. And then we have a kamatz. Kamatz is A. Okay, so we have D and A. Next letter we have is nun. Nun is like N. Then we have one dot under. One dot under. Okay, one dot under is chirik. Chirik makes E. E or I. So let's do N. Now, you see after the dot there is a yud. So remember I told you there's two ways. They're both E. Either just the letter with a dot under, or the letter with a dot and then a yud under. So that's our case. Right now, we have a letter and then we have a following yud after. So the letter is nun, and we have a following yud. So that's going to be ni. And that spells Danny. That's a name, a boy's name, Danny. Okay, moving forward. If you can, pause the video and try to exercise yourself and see if you could get it. And then press play and then see if you got it right. Okay, so the next letter is, let's see here, bet. Bet is B. Okay, and then we have two dots under. Two dots under. Who could remember what's two dots under? Tzeire. Tzeire is E. So we have B and then E. E. And then we have this letter, which is a long letter. So I don't know if you remember. Oh, by the way, there's other videos that explain how to write all the letters. So over there you can see the end forms, and like if you have a word that ends with the letter nun or mem, and there's other 3 letters except those 2, that if you have a word that ends with this letters, so you have to write it in a different form for the ending. So in our case, this is nun. Nun, you write it this way if it's at the end of the letter, and it's N. So basically this long line is N. So just N. There's no vowel under or above or anywhere else. So it spells Ben. Ben has a couple of meanings. Ben could be a name of a guy, or like Ben, Benny, or it could be son, a son of, like I'm the son. By the way, it could be son, it could be a name, it could be in between something. There's a few explanations for this. Okay, this one is a bit more advanced. So let's see if we could figure this one out. Okay, so we have the first letter. Let's see over here. Oh, I didn't write it here. Let's see. This letter is shin, and the sound it makes is ch. Sh. Okay, so we have shin, and then we have a kamatz. Kamatz under is ch and then a. So sha. Next letter is, this is, I didn't write it either, interesting. Lamed, which is L. So we have sha, we have a lamed, which is L. And then we have a letter vav with a dot on top. So let's go back into our paper. Let's see. Vav and a dot on top. What does that make? O. Cholam. O. So L-O is lo. And then the last letter is this box. This box is also another form of a letter that if it ends the letter, it has a different form, which is the letter mem. Mem makes M. So just M. So what does that spell out? Shalom, which means peace, or hi, or hello. Last letter, okay. We have this letter, which is mem. So this is the beginning of a word. So it's not the end word. End of a word is this form. Beginning of a word is this form. Okay, so this is the beginning. So it's M. Let's write M. And then we have a kamatz. Kamatz is A. So A. And then we have the yud letter. Yud letter with a dot under. So dot under with a yud. It's either a dot or a dot with a yud. So this is interesting because the actual letter is yud. So it's not like a letter and then yud, but the actual letter is yud. So the actual letter is yud, is like I or like Y. So it's either, both are good, either Y or I. I'll do I or Y. And then last letter is M, because this is the end form of M. This spells maim. Maim. Maim means water. So you learn 5. This actually, Danny, is not a word. It's the name of a guy. But still, you have 4 words that you learned today, and hopefully you solved on your own. I hope this was helpful. Good luck.